Hello, everybody, and welcome to this Xbox Life episode 312, Not Just for Gaming. I am your host, Mark, aka Wingman709, and with me, as always, is my good buddy, Rob.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Rob, also known as Presar on Xbox Live. Hello, hello.
And also BJ Swick33.
Hello, hello. Got my old man glasses on. I was trying to listen to the audio, and I even load the page early so I can get the commercial out of the way. But obviously, they're smart. They're getting smarter, and they're not starting the commercial until the thing actually shows or starts. And of course, it's like a 45-second ad. So, you know,
Yeah, I saw that the other day on YouTube. It was a minute long. Just
yeah.
watch a video, they had a minute commercial, and I'm like, really?
Yeah.
It's getting crazy. Pretty soon,
Yeah.
we're not gonna be using these sites anymore because we got to watch so many ads.
And it's like 15 seconds is probably like my max, I would say. Um, to where I would watch it. Um, but it seems like after 15 seconds to 30 seconds, it's kind of then it's just getting being like, you're sitting here and you're watching a commercial, and it's like 30 seconds goes by and you're looking at a 15-second clip.
Yeah.
So that really ticks me off. And then what really makes me mad, ESPN has this, and NASCAR.com does this, and NHL.com does this, IGN does this. You watch the commercial, it runs fine all the way through, and then the video won't start.
Oh, then it
Oh,
chokes. Yeah.
Yep,
yep.
it won't start. It's not available. It doesn't do anything. So you hit refresh. Here comes another ad right down the pipeline. And then at that point, I'm like, exit. It's like, I'm not giving you any more advertising money. So, and I'm not seeing the stream actually doing anything. Is that just me? Maybe I have it paused. Oh, okay.
Mhm. You paused it?
So Twitch stopped playing our show. So I'm betting now that it's oh okay. I don't have to watch another ad. So,
What? What
but
are you talking about?
no, like on my side it was paused. I must
Okay.
hit the space bar or something and paused
User
it.
error.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, I'm getting reports from the group that's watching us live that the audio is balanced well this week. So we are
I don't-
apologize about last week's. This really, guys, we really I know we've got 312 shows under our belt. It's not anything. Everything sounds fine to us.
Yeah.
We can't listen to the show because then you hear feedback as we're recording. So, I
Right.
mean, like right now, everybody's really loud in my ears, and that's the
Yep.
way I have to deal with it. So that if I manage it to where okay, everybody sounds normal to me, then you guys are saying I can't hear you. So,
Yeah.
you guys can hear me, and you can't hear Robin Brunn. So it's
You've got Steve Austin ears. That's why.
eh.
Well,
So
the problem is, and I mean, for anybody who's ever tried to stream to Twitch just your gameplay or anything like that through the PC, you'll know that if you use OBS or if you use XSplit, it's got its meter, which it means every channel that's running through it, that's the output that's going to the stream is whatever its volume is. And then, of course, everything you're feeding into that, you can have multiple channels going into that channel, which is your operating system, and it's your microphone, it's your, you know, if you have other audio, it's Skype, it's all those things. And of course, those all have meters and percentages. So you're trying to balance out your Windows audio because whatever's in your Windows audio is what's coming out of our headphones. But then you have to open up Skype, and Skype has its own settings and its own meters.
Skype messes up everything, I think.
And it's like you're trying to balance all these things, and the only way to get rid of it, the only way to do it, and as I was telling Wing earlier, is to buy a mixer and take all output from your
Yeah.
PC into the mixer and then into your own channels, and then you can go from there. But I mean, it's just the amount of stuff, and it's crazy because I had OBS pretty much cranked. I had Rob really loud in my earphones in my headset like last week, and my audio sounded like it's fine, but the audio and the video was super loud. I sounded okay, but Rob was super quiet except for he was loud in my headphones. So I have no
Yeah.
idea where the breakdown is to adjust to get that to balance out. I just wish I wish the sound and audio devices and stuff would just run through one area, and that
Yeah.
you could adjust. It would be like a virtual audio cable, basically. Like
Right.
no apps had any volume adjustment. You always had to open up like an audio command center, and you could adjust everything that way, and then just have one output out of it. And it would be
Maybe
perfect to do that.
in Windows 9, which won't be Windows. Have you guys heard that? I guess
No.
What?
whether I saw something, I didn't get to read the article. I just saw the headline, so maybe I read the headline wrong. Maybe the headline's misleading. But Microsoft, I guess this week is going to announce the new name of Windows. The way I took it was that Windows is not going to be called Windows anymore, which I think would be, I don't know, kind of odd.
You could call it rectangles or something.
It'd be interesting, but I mean,
I mean, Windows has been
mean-
the name for so long.
Yeah.
it's gonna be Microsoft OS.
Moss.
Moss.
Oh, there you go.
So
The evolution of DOS. You go from DOS to Moss.
they better be careful on those acronyms. We got a new product at work coming out, and and it's funny because we've got my company's got like 80. We've got like 80 products or something, and of course everything's an acronym. They use the 3-letter acronyms for every product,
Mhm.
and so there's a new one that's coming out. It's if you take if you follow the way we've always done acronyms, it's not a very good acronym.
Yeah.
And so they're already going, you can't call it this. We're calling it this other acronym. You can't use the one that it would actually be, and that everyone's probably going to call it and use it. And I'm just like, why wouldn't you just change the name to something else so it doesn't come out like that? I'm like, you've got to think these things through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not
You're
going to
like
say
the
what
new-
it is, but
Here,
it's
the new replacement for HDMI is super high definition interface technology.
we're a family show, Bron.
I know. People are
So
putting together in their head right now. So.
yeah, I know. All right, so let's move on. We got a good show for you. Thank you for joining us. Be sure to check out our website to see all. If you ever want to know, our website is a placeholder for our shows. We don't. I mean, you're welcome to comment on an episode if you wish, but we really put everything in the Facebook. That's where we communicate with our community through Twitter and stuff. But the website is a placeholder for all our details on all the shows and everything that you can get there. Also, you can support us by shopping at the link to Amazon there. So you can click that link, and it'll take you directly to the U.S. affiliate page for TXL and closest to you. Now, before we get into things, I have some words to say to you two clowns about last
Here we
week's
go.
disaster
Oh,
on the whole Forza Horizon thing.
What?
okay.
Because
Yapping
you
about?
guys are so off base. It drove me nuts when I heard it on Monday. I was like, "What? Oh, I just can't take a week off, and you guys just go way off track, man. You we're off. I know the game you can go off roading, but you guys should stay on track on the show." So let me start out and it was the whole Forza Horizon 2 pass complaint. Okay, and both of you are guilty. Even though Brun, you're a little bit more guilty.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Brun's a little bit more guilty, but Rob said, I agree with you, so that makes you just as
I
guilty.
didn't really know. I was complaining. I really wasn't complaining about their pass. I just. Okay,
Yeah,
go
you
ahead.
were. Yeah,
Go
you
ahead.
were like, oh, this is bad. This is where things are going. I don't like that they did this. But anyway, some of the two things I just wanted to rebuttal or give my opinion, whatever, is you said that the Battlefield DLC is the same for everyone. Everybody gets the same content, unlike the Forza 2 Horizon Pass. First of all, if you're buying just DLC like the Naval Strike DLC, then you're buying a map pack, and that is correct. But you're comparing a map pack to not a season pass. This pass is not a DLC pass. It's a pass that gives you some double XP, it gives you special events, it gives you in-game items that you're a VIP member, and it gives you some extra cars. That's very different than a map pack. So what you should have compared it to was Battlefield Premium members.
Premium. Hmm.
which is not the same thing as, oh, I bought the Naval Strike DLC, or I'm buying the Call of Duty map pack, or so that's in the Battlefield Premium. Those members get special stuff that regular members don't get because they paid $50 more, or I'll just say they paid a price. They gave extra money to get more content. And I think that that's exactly what this Forza 2 Horizon Pass is. And at $20, I think it's a pretty good deal. Yes, you get to level up faster, but that doesn't take anything away from the game. It just allows you to level up faster if you want. And the people that are going to buy that are the hardcores. You get a few extra cars, and you get like in-game badging. You get to go to, you get, I don't know how they're going to do it, but special member events or something. I'm not really sure what that's going to pan out to be. But, you know, so I don't think you compared it correctly. I feel that your example, Battlefield, you should have said premium pass compared to this,
Yes.
and then you really, they're they're the same essentially.
Yeah, I was thinking of premium, but what I was trying to hit on was that when you buy premium, what you're actually buying is all the map packs. You're basically buying all the DLC, and you're getting like a discount. You're buying like three and getting one free, or whatever those things typically work out as.
But you get the XP
And
bonuses,
you
you
get
get
double
the
XP,
you
you
get
get
all
double
those
XP
gold
weekends,
right, you get
double
those,
XP weekends.
but you get like monthly stuff, awards that other people don't get.
Yeah,
So that's
which are funny because sometimes there are basically like camos, like the camo for your
right.
clothes.
You
That's kind
never
of what
know
you're
what it
getting.
is, but you're still getting stuff that regular members aren't, and you could
Hmm.
say they held it out of the game so they could charge you for it. I don't really agree with that because there's a ton of gameplay in Battlefield 4.
Hmm.
So, and then that premium pass is $50. This is $20. This
Yeah.
is so you take the extra content, you cut the DLC out of that premium members pack,
Hmm.
then you'd probably pay about 20, maybe 10, $20. I don't know, whatever EA wanted to charge you for it. And then you'd buy DLC later or a DLC season pass later if they offered one. So that's not what this is. This is not
Yeah.
DLC. So, I would say just don't compare the two.
Yeah.
And when you said that this is pay to win, I think that's
Yeah.
very, very wrong
No.
because nothing, and you said, well, they're keeping stuff out of the game to charge you for it. I'm like, this game has over 200 cars in it.
Mhm.
I mean, how many cars do they have to put into it before it's acceptable to say, okay, now they're not keeping anything out of the game. Any more cars they can charge for? I mean, 200 is huge. That's a lot
Right.
more than their competition is putting in. I think was
Hmm.
it not Drive Club. What there's one coming out on
The crew,
PlayStation. No, it is Drive Club because the Crew is cross-platform.
right?
Drive Club's a Sony game, and I think they've got like 40 cars in their game. I mean,
Yeah.
I remember the last time I read about it, it was like really low, and I'm like, that's it. So when people say, oh, Forza's they're cutting stuff out of the game when you're getting 4 times the amount of cars that the competition on the other platform gets, I think that's not. I don't think you can really state that.
Hmm.
And so you're getting like 5 cars or something. You're getting the bonus bump in level. And again, we don't even know how long that's going to last. Does it last for the full length of the game, or are you going to get it for like a week or so? It
Yeah. The
could be
way.
timed. We don't really know.
Right.
But
And honestly, the biggest thing I have an issue with, and the reason why I called it pay to win, is like I said, and then and when I was talking about it is, yes, there are double XP weekends, there are double XP events, for premium members in Battlefield, like you said, because I am a premium member. I paid for that, and I'm not. I said the cost was fine. I think $20 is great for, for that. The part where it falls into play to win, in my opinion, is the whole, and it like, if it wasn't a timed double XP, is you're getting double XP. If you get double XP all of the time, that to me is pay to win because who cares about the extra cars? Let's just concentrate on the double XP part. If you
but
pay
there's
20
this
bucks, you
there's
get
no
everything faster than I do.
it's not pay to win. It's you're not
You get it
competing. There's
easier.
no there's no there's not you what are you going to compete here? I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. Don't you
You're
guys
you're
race
just
against each other in any races?
Yeah, you can race against
Okay.
people, but there's a
Okay.
bazillion
And
different cars that you can do.
and and my thing is like if there's one car and it takes 40 hours to unlock it, and you're getting it in 20 if you pay $20. You know what I mean? It's just,
I pay
and
20
like you
bucks. You
said,
can pay the $20 too. I mean,
that
I
is, and
I
that's
think
where it's pay to win. That's where
it's
the
not.
part pay
It's
to win
not.
comes
No,
in.
it's not pay to win. I don't see. I think
It's weird.
the pay
It's
to win
weird.
is when the game is free and you can play the game and never give them a
Mhm.
dime. But if you really want to ever have any way to compete in the game, then you have to pay money. You don't have to pay the money and you can still get there. It might just take you longer to play it.
Right.
And
Yeah.
everybody has the ability to pay the extra money if they want to. Like they had a 60, 80, and $100 version, and I looked at all three, and I really liked Forza Horizon. So I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, which one do I want? I originally thought I was going to get the $100 game because I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to get it, man. Let's. But there's no DLC in it. It's just a bunch of more cars. So I'm like, I like the idea of the speeding up of the double XP or whatever it's going to come out to be.
Mhm.
But I'm not really sure. I'm trying to think, how did that really play into the previous game? Did you really benefit? I mean, I
Right.
don't even recall if there was leveling in the first game. I know there's challenges and all kinds of stuff like that. Maybe you're getting your challenges at a faster pace, or you start out at times two instead of times one when you're doing a burnout or something.
Mhm.
We don't really know the full on exact details of it because I don't recall in Forza Horizon that, ooh, you're a level 5 driver, 6 driver. Like in Forza, you have a
Mhm.
driver level. Maybe it was in Horizon. I just don't remember. It's been so long since I've played. But I can't recall or see how that leveling had any effect in gameplay. Like I don't ever remember jumping into a multiplayer going, "Oh, well, this guy's a level 50. I have no chance to win."
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because
Right.
you're driving, you still have a car in that class. You can
Okay.
still compete in when it comes to the racing because if someone has a better class that or they might have a car that might be a few numbers higher, but they're still in the same class. Your car is
Right.
still able to compete. So I don't think it really is going to fall into that pay to win where you might say, well, Battlefield people that are just starting out can unlock everything by paying, um, right off the bat. Then they're
Yeah,
paying to
which
win.
I
I would,
despise that. I
and I,
hate that.
I still don't think there's a problem with that if I can earn it in the game. I think the problem comes if a developer says, well, we're going to make this. Remember, like Battlefield 2, their ranking system was so slow. I
Yeah.
mean, it was
Yeah.
horrible. I've had like 200 hours in that game. I never made it to officer for crying out loud. Um,
And
and
like the second one, they're like, "Oh, you can unlock anything for $10," and you're just like, "What?"
now, if
It's
they did something like that to purposely
yeah.
to make it so slow that people want to rank up and pay, then I have a
Right.
problem with that. But you can do
Mhm.
that right now in Forza 5. I
Right.
could pay money to speed up my ranking level, and I've not done it
Yeah.
because I'm
Yeah.
like, what's the point? I really don't need that. But do I? I don't care if it's there. Someone else can pay if they want to pay money to the developer.
Yeah.
All the more power to them. It's just a way
And
for
it
them to
didn't.
make money back. So
And it was hard to explain last week. I kind of kept repeating and saying like I don't know. It's just weird. It just sounds weird. It feels weird because it's not their VIP thing is not a season pass, and they're not claiming it to be a season pass. You're not getting DLC packs or anything like that for the $20. So now the thing is will Forza Horizon have DLC? So will they also have a season pass? So you have like the VIP where your VIP, they're giving you some cars, they're letting you rank faster, and they're letting you be a part of some events. Okay, so that's what the $20 is for. And then later they're going to have a season pass for like all the DLC. Now, if it was something like that, it's a little different. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I'm trying to
well,
explain kind of how I felt about it last week because like when you do premium, like I said, basically you buy premium just to save some money on the DLC packs. Because if you know you're going to buy every DLC pack, pay the $50, save yourself $20. You know what I
but
mean?
this game is very different though too. Like the original
True,
Forza, they
true.
had I think all the DLC was car packs with the exception they added a rally pack, a rally,
Mhm.
which gave you rally cars, gave you courses across country, which was not part of the original game.
Okay.
So, but you were still in the same world. It wasn't like a new map pack or you were getting these rally races, is what. So
Right.
now that they have the off-roading rally stuff in the base game, and they're giving you, they probably the DLC will probably be car packs. And that's what
Mhm.
Forza is. It's just a lot of car
Right.
packs. They don't,
Which I bought a
so
season pass for that.
there may not be a season pass
Yeah.
for
Okay.
Forza Horizon 2 because what DLC do they put in other than cars?
Right.
You've got an open world, you got a map, you got a pre-existing world. Unless all of a sudden they just say, well, we're just going to build this city over here, or we're going to change what you've been driving through this open field. Well, now we're going to make it into a gravel pit or something, and add that in. Then that could be DLC. But I mean, otherwise they're altering the game world, which is not typically what you would do in a racing title. So
Right.
that's why I don't know if we'll see one.
Yeah.
We did
And
have it
it's
in Forza Horizon, but I don't know if we'll see it in Part 2. It just
yeah,
depends.
it just like I said, it just seemed weird. It's almost like, I have this fear that uh uh VIP packs will be like something like um you know increase your level quicker and be able to go over the level 10 cap to level 20. Pay us $20. You know what I mean? It's like I'm afraid something like that's going to come down the road where, like, it's like, well, so with Battlefield 4, they increase their level cap every 10 levels every time they put out a DLC pack. So it used to be the highest level used to be 100 or
Right.
110, and then it was 120. Now it's 130. It's like, it's like, hey, if you're a part of our VIP club, we'll give you some. We'll give you 15 camos. We'll let you double XP all the time. And by the way, we'll let you go to level 150 while everybody else is stuck at level 130. And you can only lock the best gun at 150. You know what I mean? It's like I have a fear that something like that's coming down the road, and that's what I don't want.
Well, I'll
You know
tell
what I
you
mean?
what.
I'm not saying this is like that. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying I have this. I'm worried that all these, because season passes used to be like, hey, we're coming out with 4 DLC packs, pay us the money for 3 now and we'll give you the fourth for free. And it's just like, hey, I'm gonna buy them all anyways, why not?
Right.
And then they started putting in some extra perks into it. It's almost like
Well,
it's almost like it's turning into pre-order bonuses.
that's the
So
way it is going. I mean,
yeah.
they
Yeah.
they've got to try to make money. They've got to try to keep people interested.
Right.
They were losing money on the fourth DLC pack that they put out because most people
Right.
have lost interest by then. So they're like, okay,
Exactly.
we'll give you that last one free if you pay for the 3 up front. So they end up making more money in it, and then they allows them to continue to make those map packs. But I think, you know, and I'm not, I'm just kind of teasing you guys,
Oh, I
but
know.
I figured it'd be a good way to start the show. But like I said, the only thing I really disagreed was calling it pay to win or saying that it's not fair.
Right.
But next week, I mean, I got the game. I'll be playing tomorrow night at midnight. It's already downloaded and installed. And I will definitely be playing, and I'll report back next week on what the leveling does. I cannot remember how it
Yeah.
worked in Forza Horizon, and I don't recall what it gave you, what unlocks you would get. It probably just allows you to buy a car, but again, in the Forza world, even if you've unlocked a car,
Hmm.
you still have to earn credits to purchase the thing. So it
Right.
doesn't matter if I have 200 cars unlocked. I still got to play the game for 100 hours just to
Hmm.
get enough credits to even buy the darn things. And so,
Yeah.
you know, um, and I don't really care too much about the cars. I did go with the $80 version simply because of I did like the idea of the VIP pass and the double XP. Not really sure how that's going to play out in the game. Don't really care about the cars because I
Right.
tend to play these games by driving just a handful of cars, just a couple. I try to get the ones that I like to drive. Like in Horizon, I drove the Aventador all over. That's it, man. Once I got the Lamborghini Aventador, I was like, that's the only car I drove.
Rob
It
said he would
handled so
drive
well.
1 or 2 cars as well.
Yeah, so
Stuck to the 1 or 2.
yeah, so I don't, I don't care how many cars they give me in a DLC. I never buy the DLC packs of cars for any Horizon game. I've never done it. It's like, okay, it's a bunch of cars. I already have a bunch of cars. I have 200 cars to choose from that I'm not going to drive. So why do I need to pay for more? But I thought throwing a few extra bones to them, I like the idea of getting a couple little extra bonuses. It's a game I really loved the first one, and I'm willing to give them a little extra money on this one. So that's
And
kind of
I actually played it on the 360 a couple months ago for the first time, and I really liked it, except for the 15-minute intro.
well. It was interesting. I downloaded it. I said I wasn't going to do the demo, and then I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm going to try the demo. So I downloaded it. Yeah, you couldn't skip the intro. I was trying to right off the bat. So I played one race and then I had to go. So I shut the game off. Then I
Oh,
came back and I'm like, all right, let me continue. No, there's that 15-minute intro video again,
yeah.
and it starts me all over. It's like, oh, that's right. This is a demo. It's not a let's play and preview. It's a demo.
Yeah.
So if you quit, you start all over. And I was like, yeah, I'm not starting all over. I'm not doing that stupid race through the grass again. Which Rob, I was with you, man. I ended up last place. I think you mentioned that we were
Yeah.
both in last place. That was hard. I couldn't figure out where I was supposed to go. So I'm hoping
Yeah.
that's not the first race in the real game, but I have a feeling it is.
Once you play it a couple of times, you get a feel for it.
Oh yeah.
It's just, you're basically mega drifting. You're bouncing in the air. That's something totally different from the original.
Did we use the stream?
I hope no. We're still moving. I can see it. Oh, and by the
Okay.
way,
Yeah.
Loki's in the chat, kind of giving us saying he's trying to diss on the game, and he says epic fail. The game takes place in Europe, yet the oncoming traffic is on the left lane, wrong side if they're going for realism. Actually, Loki, I've been in Europe, and the only two places they drive on the left is in Spain and in the UK.
Yeah.
So
There are.
everywhere else they drive on the right hand side. I lived
Yeah.
in Europe for 3 years, so Germany, Switzerland, Austria, Italy, Paris, France, at least those places. I was all over there, so they all drive on the right side like here.
It's
So
called a blind.
I'm losing you, Braun. Are you still there, Rob?
I'm here.
Okay. Braun, might be your internet. We're losing you. You're very choppy. Your video's all pixelated. Your audio's all bad. We might be losing you on Skype. Yeah, I think we're.
I, he just went back to real audio, real video on his 33.6 modem.
Yeah. Well, Brun might be having audio connection or internet issues. All right, well, let's keep moving on. I ranted at you guys way too long.
Now half an hour into the show, we can actually start the show.
So, yeah, Brun's frozen. So I'll start with you, Rob. What did you play this week?
I played very little, just a little bit of Lego Marvel, and I think I played, yeah, and I played the demo of Forza. That was it for me. How about you, man? What have you been playing?
I played Destiny, obviously.
Hmm.
I played Destiny, a lot of Destiny, way too much of Destiny. Even, here's the thing that kills me. I said I was done with it. I think I said that on the last week's show, or it
Yeah,
was like
and
the
you told
Monday.
me not to get it.
Yeah. And I've complained and complained, yet I keep going back playing it, and I don't know why. I honestly don't know why I keep playing this because it frustrates me. It's boring. I mean, really, I'm bored. I'm playing the same things over and over and over. And it's like I'm really tired of doing strike missions and I'm really tired of doing the same campaign missions over and I'm not getting into the crucible. I do not like the PvP in this game at all. I think it's horrible. Um, and it's just me. I mean, I just can't, you know, they said I read somewhere that when you went into the PvP, the level issues were like locked or like there was no level advantage to the game. Well, that's a crock because they have weapon advantage for any weapon. They can still use their weapons that they've earned at the higher ranks. So, I mean, I'm much higher now and I've got stuff, but I just have no desire to even go back into it. I've tried it a couple different times and just when In fact, give me an example. I'm in a turret gun. And the guy is standing right in front of me, and I'm like, ba boom, ba boom, ba boom, ba boom. The thing is, the little hash mark on the crosshair showing that I'm hitting the guy, right?
Hmm.
And nothing. Like he just goes like this. He's like, "Oh, you're shooting me with the turret gun?" Pow with his pistol. Boom, I'm dead. I'm like, I'm in a turret. I'm boom, ba boom. I should hit one shot. I should kill you,
Nice.
right? Nothing. And I'm like, what am I playing Battlefield again? This is horrible. I'm like stupid. I'm just done. I can't do their competitive multiplayer is crap in my book. Yes, I know all those that love it will say I suck, and I do suck at it. But when you can't even get into it and have a fighting chance, and you just get destroyed by people that got like these massive guns. I mean, I'm unloading everything I got, and they've got, oh, you can't hurt me. Boom, you're dead. So, yeah, I have no plans to do that. And what I don't like about Destiny that I just discovered today, was that to rank up and improve some of your armor and weapons, you need things called Ascendant Shards. And Ascendant Shards are given to you in raids and Crucible. Well, a raid, I have tried one this weekend. Got to the last stage after several hours of massively high people playing and people knowing exactly what to do. Still was a massive challenge, which is cool. I don't mind the challenge, but we never finished it. I've got just a few more days. I got like the rest of this week to try to do it. So if anybody out there is a higher level 28 and higher, I need 5 more people. I'm at the last part, so we can skip the whole first 2 levels if you want. Or if anybody's willing to just jump in and help me finish this, I'd love to finish the Vault of Glass. I'm in the Vault of Glass, but I can't get that last part. I ran out of time. I mean that's the point. We stopped it. We all ran out of time. A lot of us had to get going. Now I need to get a crew of 5 back together to try to finish it off there. But I'm never going to go do another raid again. They're too complicated. It's too hard. It's too much of a time investment, and I won't play the Crucible. So getting Ascendant Shards is extremely rare otherwise. So it's like they're trying to force everybody to do all these different things to advance up, and it's like I don't want to play PvP. Just let me play the campaign. Let me play it in co-op. Let me play with my buddies, and let me rank up everything. But they won't. So or you can, but it's all luck. But they want you. They're pushing you to do the Crucible, and I'm like, no. I'm just passing on it. So
Okay.
I don't know if Brun's talking. Oh, I see him
Yeah,
moving
he's
now.
back. He's back.
Okay. I can't.
Yeah,
You guys can't use the Skype chat because I can't open the Skype chat window because it'll
yeah,
mess up your video. So,
So we're
yeah,
talking about you, not.
well, that's
yeah.
fine. That's fine.
No,
Okay.
I was just saying it's weird because you guys said I was going down. You couldn't hear me, so I muted it real fast, and all my web pages started going down. My wife's in the other room saying the internet went down, Netflix went down, the stream and everything stopped, but I could hear you talking the entire time. And I
See,
think Skype even went down, but I could still hear you.
see, you're frozen right now, but I can hear you. But there we
I
go.
still see him going.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I see. I'm looking. I'm like, oh, it is weird. I don't know exactly what's going on. I think I need to probably reboot some equipment. So,
Reboot your
but
microwave.
reboot your
yeah,
microwave. Hey Rob, you were one of those. It wasn't it you that your wireless would kick off every time your microwave turned on?
Oh, it was horrible.
Yeah,
And
you couldn't use the microwave if you were on the internet or.
yeah, that was like it was at its worst way back when, probably 10 years ago. I
Yeah.
could not for the life of me figure out what was going on. And then one day I was making a baked potato and I put it together. I'm like, hey, wait, my download that I was doing just got killed and I'm doing a potato. Oh yeah, microwaves. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm surprised you're able to
Wi-Fi
have
is awful.
kids with that
Wi-Fi is
microwave.
awful. Yeah.
yeah. The whole microwave thing you're just talking about reminds me of a Christmas Vacation where he's like, every time Bev revs up the microwave, I pee my pants and forget who I am for about 2 weeks or something like that. But since we're talking about what we've been playing, right?
Yeah, so I was going off on Destiny. I I don't know why I'm playing it. But I think the biggest part is I like to play. I've been playing a lot with Elite Scion. Um, Loki and I were playing for a while, but I think he gave up on it. I think he was smart and said, "Yeah, I'm not going to go back and keep playing this." But I've been playing with several different people in the community. And I think that's what it is. I'd like to get in and just kind of run around and do stuff with them. It's fun just to do stuff with your friends. That's doing it by yourself. It's just like, oh, this is so boring. The whole game is nothing but a grind. And it's like, but I think I'll be good as of after tomorrow. I won't feel that way when I got something new to play. But I also played Defense Grid 2. Love this game, but I'm stuck. And it's like I need to just move on past this one level. But when I first started playing, I was golding every level. I got to this level 7, and now it's like, okay, now there's 2 rows of the aliens marching in on 2 separate paths. And I cannot get even a bronze medal to save my life on this level. And I, instead of progressing, because I can keep progressing, I've just played the same one over and over, and I can't even get a bronze
Yeah.
on this one. And I have tried all these different ways to try it. I've even like, okay, I'm going to ignore the upper path and let them take all those cores. I'll have the bottom one. I can at least keep half of the cores. Maybe I'll still get a medal. That didn't even work. It's just like I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So I gotta. I'm like, do I either just move on, or do I just keep trying to figure this one out? I'm not sure what to do. I love the game. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of neat stuff. There's a lot to the game. You can. What's interesting, Rob? Like you played the first one, I know.
Yeah.
On this one, and maybe you could do it on the first one. I never knew it, but this one you can go into like your fire towers and upgrade them. Not like, and I don't mean, okay. Let me rephrase that because everybody's like, well, duh, yeah, you can upgrade them. There's like 3 different levels. You click and it says upgrade for 400 coins or whatever. That's not what I mean. What I mean is before the game starts, you can actually go and look at all the different towers, and there's like the fire, because like your fire tower kind of fans out over a nice area. You can actually select a feature, if you will, or a modification to the tower where instead of the flame being out across this area, it's more focused. So it's a hotter flame, does more damage in a smaller area. And and then when you, of course, then as in the game, you can still upgrade from the green tower to the yellow tower to the red tower, which does more damage and all that stuff. But so there's other modifications you can make to those outside before you even start, which was something I thought was kind of cool. There's multiple superpowers, which I keep forgetting to use that darn thing. And that's probably I get into it and I forget. Oh, pull both triggers and I can wipe out everything on the screen. But there's multiple different superpowers that you can use, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, I love the game. It's $25. It's a lot of fun. I know if you're going to be getting these other 2 games, probably don't worry about it now. But if you're looking for something just fun to play, that's quick, that's simple, not really expensive, Defense Grid 2 on Xbox One is a fantastic choice. And all this time we were talking, not once did I even start this video that I that I had. It played through all the way.
Uh,
So I think we'll get it later when we talk in the end. My apologies. We've had the TXL logo there the entire 40 minutes we've been talking. Boring.
Well, we haven't started the show yet.
yeah.
All right,
Yeah, we need to
Bruds.
get on a move on.
Yeah, we do. So, Brun, what have you been playing?
Destiny, I'm a level 9, and I said same thing. I feel the same way. It's kind of boring by yourself, but fun with friends. And I've been reading all the issues with like people grinding and getting loot because the loot system's broken when you go and take your engrams or whatever
Yep.
to get a find out what you get. Like people have a purple and they open it up and they get a green or something from it. So
Yep.
I guess that's being fixed.
I think that
So
fix is coming out this
yeah,
week, I believe.
yeah. So I'm just kind of waiting. I'm not in a rush. So, um, but I've been playing that. Played Battlefield 4 this weekend, double XP weekend, and also played Diablo 3. I got a season Demon Hunter up to level 70 today. So pretty
Nice.
happy with it. Yep,
Well, just
that's
so you
all.
know, on Destiny, if you're holding off your purple engrams waiting for that to be fixed, don't bother. They already said anything you have prior to the fix is not going to, it's not going to change.
No,
So,
oh no, I'm actually holding off, just actually getting to the grind to
oh, okay.
hunting for purples. If they're just
Right.
if I get a purple, I'm not likely to get a purple. So yeah.
But if you get one, don't hold it waiting for the patch because Bungie
Yeah.
said that won't affect it. It's
Okay.
only gonna work on legendaries picked up after it's
After.
patched. So
Which makes sense.
yeah, it doesn't really to me. If you're turning in an engram, whatever color it is, that's what it should give you. So how they're controlling it down to the level of when you picked it up, post or prior patch, then we're not going to give you. So if you picked it up and you're holding it on, you after the patch, you could still get a blue or a green off a purple. But if you picked it up after the patch, and you picked up your purple afterwards, then it gives you a purple or yellow guaranteed. It won't go lower, but yeah, if you got them now, they're saying don't hold on to them because it ain't gonna help you. But
Is my face frozen? I'm looking. I see myself and Rob are frozen.
not in Skype, but you are in yeah, in the actual thingamabobber.
Yeah.
In
Both of
XSplit,
us
you're
are.
frozen.
Attractive
right?
look for you, bro.
I know. I was gonna say
It's
I'm
like a
looking right up my nose.
thumb in your nose.
Rob is frozen as well, though.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
I think we're having a Skype problem. So
We might be having an XSplit problem right at the moment because I dared to start this video.
yeah, the video's playing, but that would, Skype would explain why we're frozen and you're not, because you're not coming. You're not going through Skype. So, but all right. Well, everybody, look at my nose. Look up there. Do I have
Well,
anything?
now the video's
care
not
of.
even now the video's not even playing. So
Oh boy.
there we go. We got our image back. I think it's the video.
Okay.
I'll try to get it stopped. So let's just move over to the news
Yeah,
if
we
I
might
can.
want to move on a little fast pace now before it all goes crazy.
Oh, it just crashed.
Oh.
All right, guys. I lost everything here. All I see is my picture. So we will be right back for part 2. Let me reboot my wonderful program.